She got candy in her pocket, bumping and repeat. Steps so sweet, honey dripping on the beat. Flip a lollipop, sip a hot pop, down, bubble gum, bounce, everybody gotta jump. Pop, pop, sugar on top, pop, pop, never gonna stop. Watch her drop, candy coated, yeah, she pop, pop, pop. Got her early in the mind, yeah, sparkle when she spit. Never what she spit, it's a sugar coated win. Cherry lips, drip, cherry sip, darling, wish it's time to drip, 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 darling, wish it's time to drip. Darling, wish it's time to drip. Pop, pop, stepping on top, pop, pop, never gonna stop. Pop, pop, watch her drop, candy coated, yeah, she pop, pop, pop. A darling poppin', fix a pump. Step into the chamber, to this pump. Whipping on the mastery to eat rough. Jiggle with the timer, ready to bust. The clock's ticking, ready to dig in. Time for pay. Step to the scene, she rock 'em up. Tick, tick, timer tick. Slip, slip, fingers slip. Click, click, final grip. Darling wish, let's make it drip, 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 drip. Darling wish, it's time to drip. Darling wish, it's time to drip. Darling wish, it's time to pop, pop, sugar on top, pop, pop, never gonna stop, pop, pop, watch her drop, let it go, let she pop, 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 sugar on top, pop, pop, never gonna stop, pop, pop, watch her drop, physical, yeah, she pop, 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 sugar on top, pop, pop, never gonna stop, pop, pop, watch her drop, we can go to yeah, she pop, 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 sugar on top, pop, pop, never gonna stop, pop, pop, watch her drop, can't go to yeah, she pop, pop, pop.
Oh, feel so good, can make me stay. Move so smooth, they turn around, say. Walk that talk and play forever, but I'm not playing now. Tripping like a criminal, hate so unconditional. I cannot forget the feeling you make that time my life. Love and us, won't be long. We all sing along. Don't try to walk away, you won't last long. Life's a messy letdown. Fits perfect in my town. Same old drama, oh no, take care of it now. Take that, like you're dancing in the dark river. Round and round and round, too hard to realize nobody cares. Little much better tied in the lights, you gotta fly right. Hear my advice, be my concise. Don't miss your step, kid. You're out of time to come. Before you surrender, tend to remember.
Esa cosa había muerto.
Ok, vamos a otra vez hacer prueba de audio. 1, 2, 1, 2. Probando, probando. 1, 2, ¿cómo se escucha el audio? Ok, creo que se escucha bien. Sí. Bueno, ¿cómo están todos? Creo que no tengo nadie en casa todavía, pero si siguen aquí, ¿cómo están? Es hora de volver a Amphoreus. Ya borraché stream, creo que ya llevo como 3 streams en una semana. Además no había hecho tanto. Sabía que aquí había un cofre. Ok, ¿cómo han estado? ¿Qué recuerdo? ¿En qué nos quedamos? Nos quedamos en... ¿Dónde nos quedamos? Bueno, si me no recuerdo, estamos viendo que está haciendo Anaxágoras con Gaffel, el titán que sostiene el mundo, con él, no con Castoris. Nah. Creo que con un personaje más chiquito iba a correr más pantalla, pero no. Bueno, con él. Así que vamos a continuar. Creo que era. Sí, la vida es un infierno. Whatever. Así que vamos a continuar. Estamos... seguimos en la 3.2. Sí. Sí, ya completamos las 3 primeras misiones. Vamos en la 4ª. Un poquito de resumen. La protagonista está muerta. Anax ahora se está haciendo quién sabe qué cuánta cosa, experimentando con dioses medio muertos. Castoris es la clave para todo. Y Dangen y Jessin se enteraron lo que quiere hacer Anaxágoras. Más o menos. Bueno, hacer justicia de Talantón, castigar a los injustos, que la discordia con la ley, quienes creen que pueden. Juicio no comprende. ¿Quién sabe? Hola. Era un logro ahí. ¿Hay cofre por aquí? Sí, hay cofre. Me llega. ¿Cómo era con ese tipo? A ver. Era... A ver. ¿Puedo jugar con esto? A ver. Sé que puedo. A ver. Si puedo. No alcanza a leer, dice. Demonios, eso no... Vamos a ver si puedo. Perfecto, la primera. ¿Se viene eso? Tengo que aprender algo. No esperaba combate tan pronto.
Guy with the rainbow bridge.
A ver.
Leave it with me. I should remember this warmth. Flowers bloom for tomorrow. Root here.
No es suficiente para cargar a Castoris.
Stop messing around. Your time to shine. Have some sunshine. Together we can do anything.
Bueno, ¿qué
Embrace a new life.
Está bien. Se me escapó el gallo.
Mavis, dispel the gloom. Destroy the skies. All energized.
¿Cómo se escucha? Déjenme probar cómo se escucha el audio.
poisonous weakening.
Ah, no creo que se escuche tan mal. A lo mejor mi voz se escucha rara. Bueno, yo escucho mi voz rara, pero...
Leave it with things. All energized. Memories waiting to be woken up by a shooting star. Remember me with love. Need time. Watch over the Evernight. Time for some sweet dreams. It's the answer!
Ah, quiero hacerlo para correr. Bueno.
When we get back.
Sacarle ahí parado, ese viejo burro no dice nada, ese mundo necesita algo más que plantas que están mirando hacia el sol. Necesita criaturas empleadas y poco disciplinadas, ¿no crees? Vaya. ¿Qué tengo que hacer? Es este yo rojo en el mar teñido de verde, ¿no crees? Jejeje. Agarro mi teléfono. Muchas gracias. ¿Dónde me salió el pulso? ¡Hala! ¿Cómo llego ahí? Ah, ya es por acá. Ah, lo hacemos después. También hay.
As the Theoros I have observed.
Libros. Ese pesado.
Aglaya, what happened here?
I know about the poisonous fangs of that king snake through the golden threads. In the past, I would be confident about keeping her in check, but I admit I am now unable to do so.
Está enojada Glea porque ya en este plano dijo ya la serpiente.
What do you mean?
It is no longer about eloquence or arguments. I have been a demigod for far too long that I hardly have any humanity left. Before I realized it,
¿Qué
I
pasó
have
con Aglea?
become no different from these hypocrites, no longer capable of relating to the people. This has come a lot sooner than I expected. But perhaps it is time. I need you to step
¿Pero
up.
qué le pasó a
Fana,
Aglea? No estamos
in order for me to
tranquilos
retreat
ahorita.
behind the scenes.
Yes, this is my duty, but
It
pasó?
is far easier for the Council of Elders to fool many than just fool one person. Their so-called more support is no more than a ruse to distribute power using words instead of lances. There is no glory in winning this debate, but that makes having respect for humans so much more priceless. Finan, you are a
Ya se empieza a decirle humano, no como a la gente, le empieza a decir finalmente con los humanos. Pero que, ¿por qué? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Por qué tan rápido perdió? Bueno, o sea, sí ya tenía, pero ¿qué pasó?
I appreciate what you've taught me, Aglaya. I hope we'll live up to your expectations and win this debate.
No perdí nada, ¿verdad? Creo que no. Ah, este es como el minijuego que se jugó antes. Había un minijuego antes, no me acuerdo dónde era. ¿En Samsung?
Oh, you've done well, Lord Calictus. Let me take over and personally close this debate for today.
La serpiente.
Dearest counselors, let it be known that I sorely miss the blissful times portrayed in lyrical poems. Back then, Amphoreus was home to nearly 1,000 cities,
Era-
each with their own local faith, while gods walked the earth and shared close bonds with humans.
Esta es la clásica discurso político de que volveremos a los tiempos mejores del pasado.
Yet,
Volveremos.
in the present,
Sí, es
people
esa.
from all over are forced to leave their homeland to seek refuge in the holy city, where they hope to rest under Kefali's protection. All of us have long been in the same boat, with no way out of this plight. We didn't have a choice in the past, but now the Council of Elders brings to the table a new possibility.
Yes,
All I
es.
have left is one question for you. Would you rather strive toward the unheard of Aranova? or return to the prosperous era Chrysia of our past.
Exactamente como quieren regresar al pasado con la marea oscura cesando. O sea, sé que mi Day se está encargando de contenerla, pero hay otra amenaza, ¿no? El roballamas.
Now, which of the two would lead mortals to an ideal future?
No.
Era Nova is a path of salvation the gods promised. We should not have doubts in the Flame Chase journey.
Creí que iba a responder Fine o no, Estelle.
We all know that Era Chrysia is a thing of the past, Lady Kindness. Please, enlighten me. How does the Council of Elders plan to turn back time?
Let the three titans of calamity be born, and Era Chrysia is nevermore. But bring demise to those titans, and Era Chrysia will descend upon us again.
¿Y si no? Ese tiene un poquito de fallos en esa lógica. ¿Y si no?
Know that the Council of Elders is never one to make empty promises.
Suena política.
Look at who we have on our side.
Contexto por qué Castoris está.
Anaxagoras, one of the Grove's 7 sages. And Castorus, Idonia's goddess of death.
Ah,
With the
siento que me
help
olvidé de algo
of these
importante.
two heroes, I can promise all of you that Era Chrysia will exist once more.
Aren't they Chrysos heirs? They're supporting the Council of Elders.
Técnicamente solo son dos y uno ni siquiera les caía bien.
It's clear from the start that these heroes do not get along well in their group. All the more proof that Aglaia is unfit to speak on behalf of every Chrysos heir. I am in favor of Era Chrysia.
Era Chrysia! Era Chrysia!
¿Qué es ese grito más sin ánimos? He escuchado gritos con más ánimos. Gracias. Gracias. Porque querían gritar, pero en el estudio decía no grites. Pobrecito Castoris, creo que no quiere hacerlo.
Castorus? Why are you standing over there?
You finally arrived, Naxa. So have you, Cass.
Me gusta como en el tono de voz es Anaxa. Gas.
Don't worry, Aglaia. Well, I know that you have many queries. Could you continue to converse like how the citizens normally do? Tell me, dear citizens,
Ya sea Anaxágoras aquí.
if we successfully retrieve and return Thanatos' core flame without anyone passing the Death Titan's trial,
Si vamos a ver la
what
yesca
would
de
happen
Thanatos,
next?
sin que nadie pase la prueba en Titán de muerte que él.
The answer is simple. We will have a chance to rid the world of death and bring Amphoreus back to an era when all beings live forever. We'll usher in a new future that will be entirely different from the Flame Chase journey.
Espero que en ese plan de que nadie muera, la natalidad ya no exista, porque si nadie muere y todos se reproducen, ajá, hay un problema ahí. Se van a quedar sin tierra. Y existe otro arco de otro gacha que muestra que eso no es una muy buena idea.
He's one of the 7 sages. That's impossible.
¿Por qué estás sonriendo? Porque Castoris sonríe.
proposal is much too idealistic. As long as the Black Tide still exists, how can we go back to the old days?
remember what I previously said? Kefali's core flame is guarded by the secret power of the Council of Elders. Plus, Pagusa's water curtain will be able to block out any external perceptions.
Entonces se vieron enterrados.
Tell me, dear citizens, Have any of you ever seen even a glimpse of the threat that this person is talking about anywhere within the walls of this majestic holy city?
Si eso no es el sesgo de supervivencia. Eso no responde a mi pregunta, responde a la pregunta de la opción 1. O sea, no pueden morir, pero también pueden ser torturados. Si no hay comida, no pueden morir, pero van a sentir la sensación de muerte, de hambre eternamente.
After the destruction of the 3 Titans of Calamity, the Flame Chase journey will have to end.
Ah, los 3 titanes de la calamidad. Ah, Mr. Gamer, te necesito, tengo preguntas. ¿Cuáles son los titanes de la calamidad?
This is bad. The masses are now totally riled up.
No intentamos Fainon, pero están Anaxa ahora.
Anaxa, pray tell. Everything that you've mentioned hinges on the premise that we can find Thanatos' existence, right?
Thank you, Lady Aglaya, for still caring about this city. However, dear citizens, we are truly fortunate and blessed. For Castorus, Idonia's goddess of death, will surely find Thanatos under my
What? With that, I solemnly promise that the core flame Lady Castorus will be personally managed by the Council of Elders. Thereafter, if we are able to garner the support of all of you at the Citizens' Assembly, we shall spare no effort in ensuring that the Amphoreus will return to our world once again.
Según yo aprendí
With the balance shattered, the result is clear. Buy carefully into Lenten above, as the Theoros I have observed. Akama has chosen her destiny. The issue up for discussion
así se toman decisiones aquí.
shall be modified to the suspension of the Flame Chase journey. This resolution shall be put up on the Wall of Heroes, such that all citizens are aware of the city's wing.
Aglaya, dear Aglaya, what has caused your heart to soften? You
¿Por qué le sigue buscando pelea a Aglaya?
as quick-witted as before.
Wag your tongue as much as you like. Since the Flame Chase journey has been preordained by the prophecy, our failure has never been on the cards.
Well then, I guess we'll find out if that's true at the Citizens' Assembly.
Castorus? What's going on?
De Castoris a Castoris, hablemos. ¿Tengo a nadie? No tengo a nadie, perfecto.
Well, it seems that when I sent you to look for Anaxa, I unintentionally facilitated your partnership with him instead.
Me estás sonriendo todo el rato, no excusas.
My apologies, everyone. I know that you have many questions to ask me.
Porque la
I will
sonrisa.
answer them to the best of my knowledge.
My apologies. Ya, sigue sonriendo la
In
desgracia.
that case, please tell us as much as you can.
In actuality, he showed me a past that was both long and heavy.
The reason I say this is as I've mentioned earlier. The answer was hidden in my journey unto death.
Professor, you were in the Netherrealm?
Yes, I am but a living dead man now. But that's not important. What truly matters is, I overheard a conversation between heroes.
Ok, perspectiva de Castoris.
Have you heard of this tale before?
¿Quién es la policía?
Tale about the ocean god's treasured pearl. Our hometown. It was a seaside town which enjoyed the ocean breeze and glorious, peaceful times. to the wisdom of its ruling queen, until one day, an evil dragon descended upon the town. Its wings were large enough to blot out the sun.
Bueno, ese es el dragón que tenemos. Bueno, que Castoris tiene como ulti.
It barged into the tall tower and devoured the queen's beloved daughter. It even settled itself in her bedroom like a tyrant king.
Si era tan grande como entrar en el dormitorio.
The queen assembled 300 warriors who managed to subdue the evil dragon by chaining it up. However, when the queen slit open the dragon's belly, she realized that the princess had long since been digested, and all that was left of her
Dragones y mazmorras, Dungeon Meshi.
Devastated, it was then that a devious, smooth-talking scholar arrived at the palace.
Ah, sí, es la historia favorita de Cas.
Entonces
Dungeon Meshi con la hermana de
That liar called this process the secret art of alchemy. The princess was reborn. The queen was overjoyed, blissfully unaware that the evil dragon's soul still lurked within the princess's body. As revenge, the evil dragon swallowed the poor queen, the glib liar, the courageous warriors, and all of the town's innocent civilians in a single gulp.
Okay.
Worse still, the souls of the deceased were refused entry to the Netherrealm because they were filled with regret. Forced to roam the mortal realm, these resentful souls
Eso es el limbo, ¿no? Eso es donde están las
into a
horas.
river of souls that would not retreat for a long time. The terrifying death had consumed all. Thereafter, our hometown fell into ruin as well.
Until?
Ah, Calypso.
Until? Actually, I don't know what happened next either.
Oh, my. It seems that you still like to whet people's appetites even after all this time, Pelixia. So, according to your story, this is how I used to look? It's practically a mirror image. And yet, what exactly is this?
A miracle that I created with alchemy. As for what it is and how I was able to accomplish it, I'll keep the answers to myself for now.
Oh, my goodness. Is this cliffhanger really necessary?
¿Puedes leerle la mente?
Quiet, Titan. Continue to enjoy this splendid play, and the truth will naturally reveal itself.
Dragon, huh? I've heard this legend before.
In that case, what do you think of it?
I think that this so-called alchemy was a tenuous analogy added to the story by future generations. After all, you've never heard of a tradition of alchemy in your hometown before, have you?
Indeed. Before I left home to pursue my education, I never even knew that anybody was looking into this area of study.
Me parece demasiado. De hecho, es el modelo de Castoris, pero vendada, sin ojo y en silla de ruedas.
Therefore, we can just treat this tale as a fable told to young children.
A fable, you say? If so, what moral is it trying to impart to the kids?
¿No revivir gente?
I guess it might be the concept
Oh,
of
Fullmetal Alchemist otra vez.
equivalent exchange.
Oh?
Se basa mucho en Fullmetal Alchemist aquí. Va a haber una niña perro, ¿verdad?
Honor the dead.
Va a haber una niña dragón.
What? At a loss for words?
No, I merely realized that we're both thinking of the same principle. If life is priceless, then there is hardly anything else in this world that is of equal weight to it, right?
Okay.
Indeed. As expected of the wisest scholar in the land.
You flatter me. Why don't I ask you a question as well, as a form of equivalent exchange?
¿Por qué sigo presionando el control del volumen del micrófono no para seguir?
What is your question?
If I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy to you, would you use it to resurrect someone you loved?
What? What kind of strange question is this? I got it. You're just trying to get me to tell you whether I like anyone, right?
Let's just leave it at that. That was rude of me.
Yes, I would.
Oh?
Oh.
Death is inevitable. In the days to come, I'm certain that someone whom I cherish deeply will leave me for good if such a mighty power really existed. I think I would use it without hesitation.
Porque está caliente mi computadora.
After all, you, me, and the rest will all have to face that fateful moment eventually. My time is finally here. However, perhaps because of my firm belief in the immeasurable value of life, I am unable to complete the trial.
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains.
Ese es el ritual para convertirse en Dios.
With the dead flame.
Porque
It
es
is
en
a
un lugar.
pity that fate is such a cruel mistress.
Is there no other way of interpreting those words?
I'm afraid that the meaning is clear. Between my sister and me, one must pay the price. I'm afraid that the
entonces
prophecy
sí, la hermana de
might even
Castores.
have selected a pair of twins
Mysterious Gamer, ¿dónde estás?
for this exact
Necesito respuesta.
purpose.
Fortune makes fools of us all.
My sister is prepared to sacrifice herself. And yet,
Pero Castor le
I
recordaría
can't do
esto,
the
¿no?
same. How absurd. My time is almost up, but I'm still afraid to welcome death. What should we do? If I'm ultimately not able to make up my mind...
Since Chaos is willing to guide all of us and leave this trial to the end, there is still plenty of time for you to ponder.
That's right. Don't allow the fog of an uncertain future to cloud
Bueno, son
your mind.
los símbolos que pasan en la ulti de Siri.
Trial, prophecy, the topics that they're discussing seem familiar. But these three people must not have left their names in the epics. Otherwise, I would have some recollection of this.
Amphoreus' history before the Titans were born was complete chaos. Is that not strange by itself? I have long held three hypotheses about this.
Entonces esto es antes de que los titanes surgieran, entonces todavía no había dioses. Porque si Calypso se convirtió en Cerces, entonces antes de que Cerces siquiera existiera, entonces antes de que los titanes existieran,
Calypso. Polixia.
entonces Polixia debe ser la hermana de Casteris. ¿Por qué sí es en realidad?
And this warrior... I seem to have met
Sí,
him
no
somewhere
es
before.
el titán de la locura.
Regarding this matter,
Pues se me olvidó el nombre.
Nias, are you confident that you'll complete your
Entonces imagino
trial?
que este fue el viaje para convertirse en los titanes.
Of course. Though, I am worried about what will happen once I've emerged victor.
Looks like you have made up your mind.
Yes, this is the safest course of action.
Completely separating courage, honor, tenacity, sacrifice, and reason. You really know how to make things difficult.
Please, young lady, witness my fall and demise. Lady Calypso, you shall host the soul-rending ceremony.
I do not understand. Why would you dare to sacrifice yourself for a future that you won't get to witness?
Because this is our destiny. The power that resides within me is so intense that I will one day be engulfed by it.
¿Qué hace el titán de la locura? ¿No? Del conflicto, no del conflicto.
Death before glorious return has always been the path I chose to walk. A journey I began long ago. If your sister
Entonces se va a convertir en el titán del conflicto.
I'm not that brave. I don't know how I'm supposed to face such a serious affair.
Despite being Death's chosen one, it seems you still don't know how to face it. Let's chat, young lady. Perhaps I shouldn't end my journey so hastily. Since there's still time, I'm not worried about letting fate wait a little longer.
Of course. This warrior is Lord Nias. As the embodiment of Nikador's divinity, he entrusted his life to us and allowed humankind to end his madness. That means that what I'm currently seeing before my eyes is in fact...
Looks like one hypothesis of mine has already been proven true. These heroes are the true forms of the Titans, before they attain their divinity. If so, the chosen one of death that he speaks of is actually...
Polixia? Is the previous form of Thanatos? But her appearance...
If this is true, as long as we can find out where she went, we'll naturally be able to figure out the location of the Death Titan.
But before that, we first need to witness what ultimately happened to Lord Nias.
¿Así es el modelo de Castoris o por qué siempre se están riendo? Hola. Tan rápido. Ya tengo Castoris. Sobre Castoris. Oh, sí, eso fue rápido. Y en 38 minutos. Tengo para cambiar. Sí. Ya 4 días para que salga. Server. Ya tengo casi todo listo. Casi creo. Sí, nomás sigo recolectando artefactos. Digan que son los artefactos. Estoy recolectando muchos. Pero ya poco a poco estoy alistando para que Server llegue a casa.
Lord Nias' honor is sealed here.
Incredible. The honor in this child's soul is so...
Puede ser. Oh, sí. Entonces sí vamos a poder. Sí voy a poder llegar a los 120. Más los 10 tiras que ahora te quiero regalar son 130. Más las otras 20 son 150. Eso me garantiza. ¿Por qué? No sé por qué se cayó mi micrófono. Básicamente estoy en cero. Sí, debería ser suficiente.
Honor, courage, tenacity, sacrifice.
And finally, the only thing that remains is reason.
Cheer up, young lady. There is no need to shed tears over a glorious death.
All farewells in this world are are sorrowful, Lord Nias.
No, young lady. As a warrior, I have witnessed too many bitter deaths. But now,
entonces, antes de que existiera siquiera los titanes, existía la muerte. Entonces valió, ¿no? Porque aunque no destruían a Jessica, el titán de la muerte, de Tartaros, eso no les dará la vida eterna, imagino.
Although only a sliver of your soul remains, you remain so optimistic. Or maybe the truth is that you aren't able to feel sorrow and...
To be honest, I don't know either. But I am certain of one thing. This is not an acceptance of death nor apathy toward it. It's not even a feeling of despair. I am just enjoying what remains of my life to the full.
Enjoying?
Indeed. Along this journey that we've taken together, not only have I changed the world, I myself have also changed in the process. And now I have reached the journey's end. When I look back and see the grand epic that I've personally written, how could I not revel in that fact?
But when you depart the mortal realm, won't all of your accomplishments be reduced to nothing? Separation and death are two sides of the same coin. Reconciling this doesn't come easily for a mortal.
Finally, let me recount to you a story.
Amphoreus, la gente les encanta hablar por los juegos, ¿verdad? No me
The first time I returned from the battlefield, I felt extremely hollow.
Pero siento que aquí a todo el mundo le gusta hablar. Es puro casi conversación. Ah, mira, todavía tiene el ojo bueno y no tiene
The
heridas.
calamity had devoured everybody on the battlefield but me. When I returned to the city alone, the citizens held a banquet for me that was far from pleasant. I felt as though I was still on the battlefield, and the person who had returned was nothing but an empty shell. It was late into the night by the time the banquet ended. My head still reeling, I returned alone to the barracks. On the way back, I encountered someone. It was a crazed scholar looking at the night sky and muttering to himself by the side of the road. Although I tripped over him and fell, I wasn't angry in the slightest. And maybe because I saw myself in him, I inexplicably asked him a question. Do you think that it'd be better if we just died on the roadside like a couple of stray dogs?
Ya no sale el capítulo de One Piece. Y es viernes y es para que hubiera salido. A ver, capaz sí ya salió. No, ¿cómo que no? Ay, ¿no sale el capítulo de One Piece? Es el 1080, ¿no? Totalmente off topic. Pero se me hace raro que todavía no salga. Sí lo quiero leer.
To my surprise, he shrugged his shoulders and sighed.
How does someone who is currently experiencing death, dying and living, afford the same amount of bliss? Now please go away and don't block my starlight.
Are you trying to say that there is no difference between living and dying? For they are both journeys that lead toward death?
That's exactly what life is, and death is, but a scale to measure how valuable the journey was.
Okay.
Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade to dust.
Ay, ya salió. Reacción rápida en directo. Quiero leerlo. Ok. O sea, lo voy a leer rápido. Debería poner... ¿Cómo se pone aquí texto? Debería poder poner texto, creo yo. Nomás para que sepan. Vamos a ver. Texto. Oh. Y... y... Ah.
Therefore, young lady, don't detest your fate. Instead, willingly and respectfully embrace it.
De todos modos, creo que no hay nadie en el chat. Así que voy a hacer eso. Y vamos a hacer una pequeña reacción. ¿Por qué no? Spoiler, supongo. Estoy leyéndolo. Ok, aparece Imu. Oh, él se pregunta quién es el rey de este país. Parece un ogro, pero... como un ogro japonés, como un oni, como un demonio. Y tiene hasta bolitas blancas. Alguien acaba de perder los dedos. Bueno, la titán gigante le cortaron el índice y el pulgar de ambos dedos. La pobre ni pudo reaccionar. No, Zoro, no es un caballero sagrado. Y ahí se fue la pierna. Rengoku. Despierta el poder con una flecha como... Hola, el Imo está retardo, Las alas negras. La cosa sí parece demonio. Lo hice para el Yonko. Luffy está comiendo. Mira el Sanji contra Lin. Ah, olvídalo, ya cuando volaremos. No sé, yo. Oh, oh, oh. Se viene Loki versus Simu. Es que Simu le dice Nusha, ya sé que si no hubiese existido se habría evitado muchos problemas. No puede viajar en el tiempo, ¿verdad? Sabemos que no. Esperemos que no. Esa frase me dio mucho miedo porque tendría sentido si Imo tiene el poder de viajar en el tiempo o manipular el pasado. Pues con razón está esperando a ver que todo pase, y eso que una vez ya todo pase, ya sé qué va a pasar. Viajo en el tiempo y evito que pase todo eso. Ok, se viene, se viene. Ah, no puedo que tenés. Ok, eso fue rápido.
The embodiment of strife telling me about the majesty of the world.
La encarnación, ok.
Indeed. I believe that when the fated moment eventually arrives, you will be able to understand my words. It is time for me to knock on death's door. I will set up a long table at the end of the road and humbly await your arrival. When that moment finally comes, let us drink and be merry then.
¿No me estaban en el chat? No.
I knew this day would eventually come.
Are the both of you ready?
Polixia.
Ah, Castoris. Ok, entonces imagino que Nicador ya no está. Bueno, Nicador ya se volvió Nicador.
What? This...
This is quite interesting indeed.
Ok, mira, es una silla de ruedas mágica. Perdón, Castoris sigue siendo Castor.
Is this... Polixia's sister? Is it... me? Now, it's time for us to fulfill our promises. Are you afraid? What are you afraid of?
That I won't be able to do it.
Castoris siempre sonriendo.
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from remains, and be reborn with the dead flame. As foretold in the prophecy, and according to our vows, once it all ends, we must face our fated moment head-on.
Even if it was prophesied, do we have no say in the matter? It's so unfair. Why are we the only ones who are forced into mutual destruction? Let me do it, sister. Let me be death's sacrifice. I was never long for this world anyway. But you're different. I was the one who wasted your life after all.
You're wrong, Polixia. I don't think that my life was wasted. Just the opposite. When I finally arrived at this destination and looked back at the journey I took,
Perdón que esté callado.
I discovered that flowers had long since bloomed along the path I walked. It was you who sowed the seeds for this sea of flowers. One that is more beautiful than the promised land at the end of the world. Besides, I have lived a fulfilling life. Even though I was fated for sacrifice, none of the things that I've experienced will dissipate. Instead, they'll forever live on as memories inside your head. Will they not?
Pues en el C no recuerdo cuando era Calypso.
Ever compared to the actual you?
Me recuerdo de ti compararse contigo.
Well then, tell me, what exactly
Yo me estoy poniendo emocional.
are we? I don't know. I don't know either. But regardless of what the answer is, regardless of how we're shaped by others, or even by this world, ever since we were born, the fact that we existed was predestined, and nothing could erase it. This is why I will always, always be by your side. We're twins, after all. All right, my
Eso significa el mismo modelo.
It's time to extract my heart and light the flame of death. After that, use it to plant the first bud in the prophesied new world.
La misma profecía, desmentir la profecía Flame Chaser.
If I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy to you, would you use it to resurrect
Lo usó para resucitar a su hermana.
Death is inevitable. In the day, if such a mighty power really existed, I think I would use it without hesitation. Even now, my answer remains the same. This is why, sister, in the prophesied new world, I shall plant the first bud on your behalf. Go now. Return to the ocean god's treasured pearl, our hometown. I shall open wide the entrance to the nether realm and grant you a second life. The living beings on this earth shall respond to my call and lead you to the sacred daylight. Remember, do not look back on the land of the dead. And do not stop moving. In the new world promised by the prophecy, as for the price of our equivalent exchange, let me be the one to pay it.
¿Y cuál fue el precio?
Everybody, we've come to the end. Unfortunately, I am not compatible with the Supreme Being, so I was unable to completely fuse their soul into my own body. However, being able to glean all this from them is I'm certain of this now. Before the Titans that we are well acquainted with were born, a group of heroes roamed the land. These heroes followed a prophecy and took possession of divine authorities one by one. Just like the flame chase journey of today, Amphoreus' history is cyclical in nature.
Pues es un Amphoreus es un infinito.
This means that the demigods, who bear the core flames, will also become the new titans at the world's end, thereby shaping a new world?
I believe that this is the truth behind the Era Nova, as mentioned in the prophecy.
This is utterly unbelievable. Besides, those twins in the past, even if they really are Thanatos, their whereabouts are still unknown even today.
Are their whereabouts truly unknown? Didn't Polixia mention that seaside town? The birthplace of alchemy and the tale of the dragon. In our world, there exists a city which perfectly matches that description. Styxia.
But the people there worship Fagusa and bear no relation to Thanatos. I've also never been to that place, as in the time of Idonia, it had long turned into underwater ruins.
Take this.
This is...
the new Sporist masterpiece, the Philosopher's Stone. It was made by transmuting all of the sage's wisdom into a single
un regalo muy interesante.
Remember? I've mentioned before that the art of alchemy is all about conversion, tempering, and ascension. This process also applies to the pursuit of truth. Think about the story of the dragon. This stone will lead you to your real hometown, allowing you to reform the door to the Netherrealm and discover Thanatos' fate.
You still look as confident in your victory as ever. But what if your conjecture is wrong?
Simple. I shall merely admit to the entire world that my experiment was a failure. However, my line of thinking will not fail because I have already planted the seeds of doubt into the hearts of the masses. Actions speak louder than words, Castoris. With the assembly about to begin, don't forget the promise you've made.
I've already searched for so long. I'm willing to try one more time. While we converse, her life is also slowly slipping away. But before I leave, I have another question. What exactly did we witness just now?
That was the world imprinted in Kefali's soul. If we are to prove its existence, you must take the final step. Go. Do not disappoint me.
I understand.
Okay.
Hey, child of humanity.
Don't get antsy. I still remember the question you posed to me. As a scholar, I do not wish to offer up ambiguous conclusions. Let's discuss this topic again when she manages to find the evidence.
I merely wanted to ask, was that stone transmuted from your heart? If so, rebirth is no longer an option for you.
Why not? When I was a child, I lost someone dear to me. When I was a teenager, I lost my faith. A while back, although you saved my life, I also lost my soul in the process. Now I'm merely forsaking my body. What's the big deal?
Why are you always finding ways to die? Isn't it good to be alive?
This is but a necessary sacrifice on my path to transform into the purest of them all.
Can someone who's dead even claim to be the purest of them all? Furthermore, if your hypothesis is proven correct, does it not just confirm that the myths are true, and thereby invalidate all your theories?
No, it's just the opposite. If my hypothesis is correct, it means that I can actually ascend to godhood and reshape this absurd world that you all have created.
Okay.
That's a lot to take in at once.
Lady Aglaya, please, let me explain.
Go on.
You know that the core flame of death has always been the greatest unknown regarding the Era Nova, which is why both you and Cainus desire to gain the power to control that core flame in the approaching Citizens' Assembly.
Okay.
Professor Anaxa has come to a consensus with Cainus. They want to suspend the trial once Thanatos' core flame is reclaimed, hoping thus to eradicate death from this world. If they're successful, then the flame chase journey will cease, and Akama can enjoy everlasting peace. But I know this runs counter to your wishes. So long as we do not usher in Era Nova, the Black Tide will never be eradicated. Even with Lord Mighty on the front line, and the Black Tide not posing an immediate risk, the danger nevertheless remains. Honestly, it's difficult for me to assess the pros and cons in this decision. But someone must bring the core flame before we can begin negotiations over it. The Titan could be very near. I cannot let this chance slip by. Besides, someone has to make this trip to bring back Mrs. Soul.
Well said. You already had every reason to seek an audience with Thanatos. It's that great performer who has weaponized your wishes and placed us in this difficult situation. A world without death. Do you desire that too?
If fate dictates that my path must oppose yours, I will do all I can to resist it and protect what I aspire to achieve. Lord Mighty showed me that without taking the first step, all talk of what follows is moot.
Mejor sonríe. Ten piedad, Aglea, detente.
I have always hoped to hear you speak your mind, Cass. And I am glad to have heard your true thoughts. Styxia. I visited that place in the past. Though it is now an island surrounded by the river of Soul's torrents, it's not hard to see its former splendor. Go. I will not stand in your way. As for you, you are someone who has cheated death. I believe you have more than enough reason to make the trip with Castras and meet the god of death himself.
Porque Castras está triste y Castras está feliz y Fainon también está feliz.
Castras, I too look forward to your journey. I wonder what kinds of new interpretations your completed story will bring to the Flame Chase journey.
Thank you, Lady Aklaya.
I hate to put a damper on this heartwarming moment, but if Styxia is now an island surrounded by the river of Soul's torrents, then how do we find a way in? Lady Treby is probably...
The answer is quite simple.
Robote?
In the myths, Zagreus once made the domain of the dead their treasure vault. That is to say, they could enter and leave the nether realm as they pleased. And if they could do that, then it follows that the demigod who inherited their divinity must be capable of the same. I'll see you at Marmorial Palace at Action Hour tomorrow. Cypher shall be your guide to finding that ancient city.
Cypher.
Downhung isn't back yet.
Ya termina esa sección también. Oh, vamos bastante bien. 1 hora para terminar 2 misiones. Y nos quedan 5. No quiero terminar hoy, a decir verdad. Es verdad, no creo sí. Es esto por aquí. Pero antes lo podemos adelantar bastante. Si podemos llegar al 118 estaría genial.
Did you win?
No. Logramos una gloriosa derrota.
Glorious defeat. You sure know how to look on the bright side. Well, moving on. I was hard at work even while you were at the debate.
¿En qué estás
I
trabajando?
borrowed a mountain of books from Cass to see if I could find a way to solve your problem. Let's see. I still have
Bonita,
only 32 books to go. Really? Oh, that's fantastic news. I knew it. Hard work always pays off. Especially if you're as diligent as ma'am. I feel like a huge burden has finally been lifted off my shoulders. Why are my eyelids so
Está cansada.
heavy all of a sudden? You're right. Then I'll go back to...
Good night, Mem. Good night, Hakama.
Es de día.
It is
De hecho.
nighttime now, right?
Sí.
Cass? What a surprise.
Qué miedo que se haya convertido en una muñeca. Tengo mucho miedo en eso de personas convirtiéndose en muñecos.
Lady Treeby.
Is something troubling you?
I just wanted to speak to Lady Trian for a bit before I set off. No matter how breathtakingly beautiful Styxia once was, the place is now the domain of the departed. There is no telling what we'll encounter there. I don't want to have any regrets.
Has anyone told you that your eyes are sparkling today?
Is that a figure of speech?
In the past, when you did smile once in a while, all of us could see that your heart remained troubled even as you smiled.
Lady Treeby, you know perfectly well that see you tomorrow is nothing but a white lie. I hope your toughness is not a mask hiding a lonely heart.
Cass, you hardly ever talked of your past. None of us knows what you went through, apart from Maggie. But we know it must have been filled with pain and hardships, as it is the fate every Chrysosaur is destined to live out. We are just happy for you that the core flame you're meant to inherit has finally surfaced.
Isn't it a little too soon to say that?
But you already know where tomorrow is, don't you? There's no need to rely on anyone else. Just give it your all and leave no regrets. We have always believed that your embrace is just as warm as everyone else's, because we embrace others to comfort them. And Cass, you're the kindest Chrysosaur we know.
Thank you, Lady Treeby. This feeling... it's hard to put into words. I suddenly found myself with so many wishes. So much I want to accomplish before setting off.
Then go do it, Cass. Trian was actually working on a surprise gift for you. It's a pity she didn't get to finish it. But now Trinan and I are working on it, and we'll make sure to give it to you. So, let's meet back here when you return from Styxia. Safe travels. See you tomorrow.
No va a terminar bien. Esperemos, eso va a terminar bien, ¿verdad? Esta frase no me está gustando. La frase no me está gustando nada. Nos vemos aquí cuando regrese de Styxia. Sí vamos a regresar. Sí va a regresar Cass, ¿verdad? Esperemos que sí. Algo así dijo Treni y se murió.
I can't. Who could it be?
It's me.
Oh. De hecho sí, eres yo.
I hope I didn't wake you.
Dormir es un lujo a mi edad.
I'm glad to see you're as full of life as ever. I'm here because of private matters, actually. If it isn't too much to ask, I'd really like it if you could come along with me to retrieve something.
Okay.
Is your soul...
No, broma.
Oh.
Pobrecita.
I'm glad you're feeling fine. It isn't a long way from here. Shall we?
I'd love to go in and take a look.
¿Ese no es el modelo de la serpiente? Perdón si estoy haciendo esto, pero es que...
Streets are packed.
I want to vote. Tell me how I can vote.
Take your ceramic shard engraved with the Kefali rune, select the Council of Elders in your heart, and pray silently until the shard registers your choice. Then toss it into the Dolium.
The Council of Elders? More like the Council of Buffoons? The Black Tide took my hometown long ago! Who are they kidding with bringing back Eracrysia? It's all a sham to create their own Eracrysia in Akama!
Es lo que está pensando, sí, Okayama va a estar protegida, pero el resto de Amphoreus está
The
hecho.
Titans are just. So long as we do not overstep our bounds again, we will not incur divine wrath.
Más.
Oh, please. The time when these deranged Titans should have vacated their spot to the demigods is long overdue. You'll see soon enough, you old fogey.
¿Cuánto señor se ve? Porque la señora no se ve tan grande que tú.
And I pray that Talantans smack some sense into you with their scales. We shall see how this turns out.
That was... quite a spectacle. I suppose peaceful is technically correct if no actual violence happened. To this day, I still find it almost unreal that Akama is the only place illuminated by light amidst the crumbling ruins of Amphoreus. And its people are even holding votes to reconcile differing opinions. This peaceful sight is making me forget that this is the end times. Before coming here, I had lived for many years in Idonia, a city of rime and frost. The people there were devotees of Thanatos, and were well known for their unique burial rites and traditions.
Esther se ve tan preocupada por lo que está diciendo Castoris.
Traditions that I played a major role in. Yes.
Ah,
You
pero
now
estaba
know me as the
el toque de la
Mortician of
muerte.
Akama. But back in those days, I was Idonia's maiden of war. I was trudging across the frosty plains on my own when the Idonians found me. They saw the curse in me as a blessing from Thanatos, and believed that my hands could correct the Eracrysia's mistake and lead them to meet the great god of death. They provided me shelter, but in return, I was expected to grant merciful deaths to war captives, prisoners bound for execution, and heroes alike.
Pues es como eutanasia, pero más tranquila.
Yes.
Ah, era broma, no
No
lo
matter
pongas
how
así.
kind or cruel the means, nothing can change the essence of death. Taking away someone's life is never worthy of religious
Pobrecita.
worship.
Ah, le abrí de un trauma. Perfecto.
I can't do it. Their voices, they pierce my ears. The pleading, the thanks.
I know.
El mismo modelo, la misma tipa serpiente.
I was once as lost as you are now. But you must respect those walking towards death. Just like how you should respect yourself as the Holy Maiden granting humans glory and liberation.
What you're asking me to do is no better than the task of an
La voz se escucha
execution.
mucho más
And yet you
joven.
want me to respect myself. No matter the titles, I am still taking away human lives.
This won't be the first time that Edonia's fanatical nether warriors have faced death. On the contrary, recruits new to the battlefield often run away from their first fight. Death is the mightiest and gravest power in this world. The fact that you can wield it means you are deserving.
That's such a twisted reason.
Then let me tell you a story.
Y todo el mundo le gusta contar historias.
In Idonia, the great swords commonly used by executioners are called Draconian, in memory of Drakon, an elderly executioner. The sword has 3 air holes along its body. If the sword is swung down swiftly and accurately, the holes would make no sound, and the executed would also depart this world quickly. But should the executioner have any hesitation, the holes would produce a piercing whistle. Every executioner after Drakon is to hone their sword skills every day in preparation of future executions. Pain for the dying, as well as pain for themselves.
Creo que ya el hecho de ejecutar a alguien les duela a los verdugos.
I can never get used to this.
You
¿Cuánta gente mató a la pobre casa?
Child, I am not telling you to get used
No
to
soporte.
it. I'm asking you to consider the source of the dead's suffering and use that knowledge to fortify your future touches with more and more
Como que mejorar los
determination.
toques de hacerle. No.
Go, walk with the dead and love them as you love life. Then you'll know.
Please, don't kill me.
También te ponen a este.
I don't want to die.
No, okay.
This is your duty. Remember, consider the source of the dead's suffering, then give them the respect they deserve.
Thank you. I beg you.
¿Qué pasa si no puedo? No puedo.
If you cannot learn to accept death, then
me van a
Idonia
correr.
has no place for you. This is your last chance. Do it.
No, please.
Oh.
No.
May you gain some insights through his sacrifice.
Is this all?
No. Come with me. This is just the beginning of your life as the Maiden of War.
You executioner!
Hola. Creo que sí conocemos a Cass, ¿no?
Holy maiden!
Go. Grant her glorious death.
Creí que se iban a morir. No era mi intención hacer
Embrace a
esto.
new life.
No era nada mi intención hacer esto.
Please open up! Lay this. Smell the blue? Destroy the skies! Next time it rains, I'll be there with umbrella in hand. So leave it with
Bueno, ahora sí. Pero aquí. Hola.
Thank you.
Supongo.
Do it then. Excellent. I curse you.
Why? Please.
¿Por qué no tenemos esas animaciones cuando cambia? Ah, no, este es cuando activa tu... ¿Qué se llama? Toco.
What are you trying to do with me?
I have aged. The time has come for me to heed the summons of Thanatos and journey the final resting place of every Idonian.
You're not that old yet. You still have many, many years ahead of you.
No. I'm already dead. For I have come to fear my declining health and impending death. Castorus. Child, it was
Pues solamente la tienes que abrazar, no tienes que hacer que ella te toque, ¿no?
from the frosty plains and set your farcical fate. I've always known that you have doubts and even anger about. Indeed.
Sí.
We essentially abducted you. Yet you can end any sinful life with just a touch of your fingers.
I'll never do that. It doesn't matter how lightly the Idonians take death, or how readily they accept it. I simply can't do it.
I knew I was right about you.
What do you mean?
I've taught you and cared for you as my own daughter all
Me encanta
this
cómo ponen aquí
time
esta bendición. Bendición.
because of this blessing that's been with you since your birth. In the eyes of an Idonian, death is the end of all life. A destination we will all eventually reach. Humans should not resist it, but learn how to face it. You can only live your life to the fullest after understanding this principle. And when you do, even if you eventually leave Idonia's protection, even if you must carry the curse
Lo cambiaron ahora.
No. How can I?
Come now. It's time. Show me that you are a fitting holy maiden. Come now. It's time. I've already taught you all I know.
Supongo que esto es obligatorio, ¿no?
Have some sunshine! I shall remember it's my turn to shine.
May death protect us!
You're lost. May this faint light dispel the gloom, restore the skies. Flowers bloom for tomorrow. Don't worry, night falls. Good night. Rise and shine.
Ah, caray, ¿qué pasó?
Have some fun.
Listo.
This was the last time I followed her command. I gently touched the elderly woman before me. The executioner, who had seen too much death, died the same way as everyone else. Elder Amunet, the person who tried to teach me about death, ultimately vanished like dew in the morning mist. She spent her life embodying the beliefs of the Idonians, and when death finally came, she embraced it exactly as their doctrine had taught. I have nothing but respect for her. I erected a cenotaph in her honor in the marshes outside Idonia's city walls with the others I had laid to rest. Then, I set out once more in search of Thanatos. It was a long, long journey. I heard so many discussions about death along the way. It seems the most terrible darkness in this world. Everyone talks about its heavy weight. Some resist it, some worship it, and some even revere it. How did a disappeared titan become the deepest fear of humankind? And why do they haunt my dreams? I continued my travels to seek an answer. Initially, I was running away. Then, I started searching for it. I just want to know if my touch, if my embrace, can do more than taking things away. Can I make anything? Can I leave anything behind?
I don't want to die. Please, I fucking you just let me go. I don't want to die, please. I don't want mercy like this. Just let me go. I need it. I don't.
I hate these icy hands.
Get it over with. End its suffering. The Reaper has blessed your hands. Only you can grant them peace. Embrace death. Walk alongside it.
Is that you, Castorus? All of them have gone, heeding death's summon, crossing into their domain. I must go too. I don't fear it, just I have some regrets. Watching people leave this world again and again, it must be lonely for you. You must want to desperately embrace them before they go. I can't. These hands, they're too cold. But Big Sister Castorus, your hands are so warm. Just like anyone else's. So go on. Don't hold back.
Give me a warm hug.
Can hands like these really be warm?
On the day that Oryx's trial ended, you must have had many questions.
No tenía... No tenía por qué haber sido tan triste ese short animado. No había razón de ser tan depresivo. Pero muy bueno.
I felt just as confused. Why, as someone from beyond the sky, were you so cruelly dragged into Amphoreus' fate? I wished I could take action, but no matter how hard I try, I cannot simply interact with the living as ordinary people do. Even when we brushed against each other unintentionally in the grove. And it was obvious that nothing had happened, when an almost unattainable hope finally welled up in my heart. When I thought that perhaps my touch would no longer bring sorrow, fate declared to me, it wasn't that the curse of death had finally been lifted, but that your soul no longer belonged to this world. And there was nothing left for my hands to take. And did I really think this time would be any different? It's not that I don't understand this reality. Just that I'm unwilling to accept it. Having walked such a long road, I am still unable to find the answer to life and death. I am resigned to eternal despair. Anything I wish to hold on to, death will inevitably wrest from my grasp. From that moment on, I lacked the courage to confirm it again. Until Oryx laid bare the the cruel truth before us. But now, perhaps I might have one last chance. Long ago, Trinan read a prophecy to me. At the end of the Sea of Flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation. I found no surprise in it, for her words sounded not like a foretelling, but a perfect reflection of my past. Embraces in this world are born of reunions, yet my touch speaks only of farewells. And yet, things have taken a turn for the better. Now that I can finally have an audience with Thanatos, perhaps I can rewrite the meaning of that fated prophecy. I have no reason not to give it my all. For your sake, and for my own.
Voy a fingir que no escuché nada, no, gracias.
With that, I won't have any regrets.
Oh.
Let's put that aside for the moment. We've arrived. I want to retrieve a small gift I specially prepared for you. I made it myself, like the trinket I gave Lady Trian. I want to leave something for everyone, if possible. The journey to seek an audience with the Death Titan cannot be an easy one. I want to make full use of every moment I have before we depart, so that I don't...
Oh.
No, it isn't. You'll know when you see it. Look, it's right there.
No sé por qué cree que iba a ser Dangen con un moño.
Huh? Where
se lo
did
robaron.
it go? What's going on? This is a...
Oh, Cypher.
The coin of Zagreus and a slate.
Sí, no son las monedas que usa Cypher en sus ataques.
So it's her. No doubt about it. This is her favorite symbol. It's a Lady Cypher, the demigod of Zagreus whom Lady Aglaia had spoken of. She's a master thief who's left legendary tales all over Amphoreus. So many years have passed, yet she's still announcing herself in such a crass manner.
Muy raro ver a Castoris enojada así.
Let's just do as the slate says and look for Lady Cypher.
Respetar princesa ermitaña, pasar por tu jardín lleno de vida, encontré regalos bonitos que preparaste, me agrada. En gran medida, también me agradaron los presentes que preparaste para los demás héroes que creces en la sala de estar de la derecha de tu residencia, las muñecas de peluche de lana, el tapiz de color ocre y violeta, la mesa redonda tradicional de Aidonia, en la sala de estar de la izquierda, todas las joyas y las obras de arte que preparaste para los demás, me encantaron. Esta vez solo acepté este pequeño presente, me temo que atraerá a ladrones de gustos poco refinados, así que tendré que guardarlo por ahora. Por supuesto, ya calculé su debido precio y dejé una moneda en su correspondiente sitio. Si no resulta ser el precio esperado, acepto tu presencia para negociarlo, pero si lo haces no me conformaré con esa moneda como precio. Si quieres encontrarme en el mercado de mármol donde dejé una lanza corta dorada, sabrás qué hacer, y si te llevas hasta mí, te llevará hasta mí. Y antes de que te entre la curiosidad, no acepto ninguna pregunta. Por favor, perdona esta pequeña interrupción, acepto mis más profundos respetos. ¿Qué clase de persona pone especímenes de animales en su casa? Es un poco extraño, te recomiendo que los guardes cuando recibas invitados. Aunque gastaste una gran cantidad de dinero para comprar la obra de arte de la sala de estar, el cementerio de Aidonias es una falsificación. Vaya. Los estudiosos malvados del sótano de las muestras la robaron y reemplazaron hace tiempo. Para más detalles, consulta Recuerdos del Luciferio, un libro que aún no se ha publicado. Vaya. Al menos fue amable y dijo que era falso. Ya. También fuimos allá. Ok.
It's right there. There seems to be a new show at the Bastion. We must pursue her.
Creo que lo... Voy a ver si lo dejo por aquí.
Huh? This is a trick she left for us. She's incorrigible. This is the right one. We must pursue her.
Hola, Cypher. No creo que sea Cypher.
Lady Cypher, please come on out.
You're still careless as ever. Shouldn't you keep such a precious gift near your bosom?
Since you know it's a gift for someone else, please give it back to me. Stop hiding among the people and letting the wind carry your voice.
Now, since I know it's a gift, that just means I need to milk its worth. The children of the wind never stay for long in one place. Unless...
Name your price. I'll give you however much...
Mira que te va a tomar ella.
I'm sorry. Bargaining is really not my forte.
No wonder they
La
call you
risa.
Princess Homebody. Why don't you two come over to my place? It'll make a better venue for proper business discussions. You can find where I live through the winds I've sown.
Piece of cake. I can do that even if I can only sense your soul.
Alright, I'll see you there. By the way, everyone cool with me collecting a deposit before we reach an agreement, right? Now, come this way.
Where did my dew of divine blood go? She's incorrigible. Follow me.
Bien. Y Grisita. Bien, la verdad, intuido jamás tuve la intención de presentarme en el taller de bestia de carga y por ende tampoco alberga propósito alguno de volver a hierrarla. Esto si no fue un medio periodo de nuestro juego del ratón y el gato. El ratón y el gato, vaya, no el gato y el ratón. Más sin duda habrán comprendido que la dragona gata jamás se ha preocupado por apoderarse de una simple vertigen, ¿verdad? No, lo que busco son sus corazones. Es broma. No albergo interés alguno en sus corazones. Si la princesa de la montaña es capaz de seguir mi rastro, sea la espera al final del camino y tengan por seguro que esta vez nos veremos cara a cara. Grisita, ¿dónde sacaste la sangre divina? Te lo dio la costurera, lo probaré por ti. Vaya. Por cierto, ¿tenemos capítulos? Seguimos en el mismo capítulo. Seguimos en el mismo capítulo. La verdad es que terminarlo. No sé cuánto me queda. No puedo mover. Sí. Se subía. A ver. Sé que se subía de una manera. Por aquí. No. Oh. En realidad no puedo saltar en este juego.
Come on. If I really wanted to hide, you'd never find me. So relax, you two.
Ah,
No
creí que
need
iba a
to get
pasar
your
con una
hackles up.
animación.
I'm not that scary, am I? Meow.
Por fin un personaje que me oye.
No way. Some people might have been into that a millennium ago, but it's long since gone out of style. Loosen up, buddy. Shall we get down to business?
Give me the jewelry piece first. Or everything's off the table.
Oh, come now. Don't be so upset. Relax.
Son los botes son enormes.
Relax. Look, isn't the view here just great? You can see what everyone is doing and where they're going, and they won't even know you're here. Now that we've broken the ice, let's get to the point. Everything I've said so far has been a joke. I'm inviting you two here for 3 things. 1,
Y esta no es una
the
broma.
seamstress found me and wants me to take you to Styxia to look for the Death Titan. 2, the Council of Elders also found me and wants me to make sure the core flame of Thanatos ends up in their hand. Of course, I may keep a low profile, but I'm still a bona fide demigod. And last but not least, I'm telling you that I'm not interested in doing either of those things. Don't go look for the Death Titan. The end.
Vaya. Ok. Adiós.
Wow, this is some high quality stuff.
Screenshot.
And this room is full of it. How much are these worth, Did you get all this through that Aranova gimmick?
Some of it is family fortune, while the rest came from my business as a dressmaster. Don't liken the flame chase work to your shady dealings.
Wow. I should have busted down your door instead of going around like a thief. Well, spill. Why are you giving me so much money?
Payment for doing work. You're worth this much.
Did you forget my stance to all this? I thought I made myself very clear.
You wish to run away. Run away from your responsibilities, from the prophecy, and from your destiny. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change. I understand this prophecy weighs on you immensely. That is why I have never approached the demigod of trickery for running away. But I need you right now. So don't turn me down.
You
Es un
know,
destino muy triste, la
maybe
verdad.
the gods got your tongue with their golden threads, Aglaya. I'm not hearing any sincerity in your words. Give me a reason why you're bowing your noble head to me.
We lost Trian.
Oh.
Vaya.
The divine power of passages is running out. I need another demigod to escort Castorus and help her fulfill her lifelong wish.
Oh, I get it now. You're sending Castorus to her death. And you want me to die with her.
This is Castorus's own request. I have never seen her so determined.
She brought this up herself?
Ella sí, la voy a tomar
You're
otro
not pulling
screenshot.
my leg.
Oh. Lunar.
She's also made up her mind to leave her confused past behind. As will you, Cypher, when you finally make up your mind.
Don't be so sure. Time is hard in the likes of you and I. But Castorus remains pure as driven snow. She can always turn back before the end, you know? Maybe she'll remember Trian's sacrifice. Maybe she'll remember the countless martyred Chrysos heirs. Maybe she'll remember you, with your one foot in the grave. I ain't as optimistic as you
Pardon?
about what she'll want to do. Tell you what. Why don't I take this room of treasures as a security deposit, and we make a bet?
Go on.
I bet she'll change her mind and turn back. Now, if I lose, I'll do what you want me to do. Return this
deposit
Tanto
to
confía en que
you.
Cass va a
Plus,
arrepentirse.
giving you another room full of treasures.
You sound like you have all the confidence in the world.
Sí.
In that case, let's make a pact with those conditions. I hope you're prepared to lose it all.
In conclusion, I want to win. So I hope you two can give up on going to Styxia. I'll give all the treasures in that room to
Aglea
you,
no le contó
and you can split it
que
between
también la
yourselves,
razón por la que vamos es
however
por
you want.
la muerta aquí.
What do you think?
No, ya se va a morir.
Tempting, right?
Digo, ya está muerta. No estás a punto, estás muerta. El tipo de poner cosas diferentes.
Oh, please! Dear great mystery, I'm not giving you broken seashells people used in the markets millennia ago. I'm giving you gold! Pure, solid gold. It's a hard currency.
No,
You know what that means,
la
right?
corporación malvada de este juego me lo arrebataría a todos
It's
modos.
not about the value of the reward. If we don't find the Death Titan, her soul will... I can't go into the details, but we have to go to Styxia.
I really don't get how. Princess, homebuddy, you keep talking about needing to find Thanatos, about getting rid of your curse, and you don't care about anything else. But did you ever live for your own pleasure? Even for just one day?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying, contrary to your beliefs, Aglaia didn't take you in just so you can die for her Aranova.
The flame chase journey walks hand in hand with sacrifices. Isn't that why you're always running away from Lady Aglaia?
Fine. Never mind. We all have our own problems. I ain't gonna say anything anymore.
Vaya.
It's not like I was gonna honor that bet anyway. But listen to me.
El tipo es como
Styxia
60% pierna,
is
¿no?
no tourist destination. Sure, the treasures buried in there are 10, no, 50 times richer than Aglaia's vault. Yet, I've never been there. And I never plan to. Because even a demigod can't be sure they can walk out of that place alive. And now I'm supposed to escort you to Styxia. Sure. Pay up. Her payment was in gold and precious stones, which only covers the living passenger. You need to pay me as a member of the dead.
Tienes que pagarme como... Hago por lo digo.
I don't like this. I have lived a longer life than most people. Though I'm not as good at doing business as Lady Aglaia, I still have some savings. I can give them all to you.
Then how are you going to live the rest of your life?
Then I'll give you 90. No, 80%.
Well,
No juegues con ella.
don't mind if I
Pobrecita.
do. 80% of Castrus's savings and a bottle of dew of divine blood. Not a bad trade.
Tomis, bebé.
Okay. I didn't know you hold grudges. Gray mystery.
Por lo que entendí, es bastante rencorosa esta clasita de boca.
Catch.
Be careful with that.
A minor change in plans, though. Don't go to the bath tomorrow. Come look for me at Akama's city gates instead.
Esto de no vayan a las 0 de mañana me suena mucho a no vayas a la escuela mañana.
So, why are you changing the meeting place?
Oh, nothing really. Just a bit scared of the seamstress's frosty face. I wouldn't stay a second longer in Akama if it were up to me. Well, now that we've struck a deal, why don't I give you guys a lift back? It's gonna be a long ride. So have a good rest.
Where am I? Is this my room? How did I get back here? This is... a coin. It's getting late. I'd better get going.
Ya has leído 3 cartas en otras vías. Deja de regalar la princesa montaña aquí y debes guardarlo bien. No vayas a gastarme, ven a verme a la entrada de la ciudad. Como su verdad, no tengo mucha paciencia. Si gastarme, llegaré. Entonces... ¡Ah! Nami. Ah, sí, era de Rocío. Y todavía no pasamos, ¿eh? Bye. ¿Sigo un rato o ya lo termino aquí? ¿Qué pienso? A ver, tenía que ser algo, déjenme ver. Creo que nadie se van ahorita, porque creo que se me voy ya. Tenemos está por... sí, un rato. Ya creo que después de aquí terminamos. Podría poner aquí. No sé este equipo.
Bright and sunny. Just the weather for farewells. You're here. Totally. The trio team is the best set up to reach the finals. No need, I already told her. She's fine with it.
Segura.
You sure know how to put me in a spot, Castorus. I need to travel with you, but I can't touch you. What? Sorry. Oh, I was just teasing. Don't take it to heart. Did you know that the legends say you have to put an obol into the mouth of the dead or over their eyes if you want them to successfully cross the River of Souls and enter the Netherrealm?
What?
That's the fairy fare for entering the Netherrealm. However, I honestly won't ask you to pay this time. I'll pay. And then we'll just have to go through the motions. Don't worry.
Mucho, pobre.
Not a lot. All right. Pass me the
Pobrecita
coin.
Castelli.
It's time to get the gods' powers going. A fleet-footed trip to the Netherrealm. Here we come. Oh, one last thing before we go. I gotta give you this piece of advice. Especially to you, Princess Homebody. You can't catch the wind by waiting. You only live once. So make the most of every moment you have. Get ready. Be steady. Hi, your turn. Don't be nervous. After all, it'll be gone in the blink of an eye. All done.
Está rápido. Lo estás confundidas.
Are you feeling all right?
En teoría eso le debe roto el cuello y matarla, pero ya está muerta. Yohoho.
She's the demigod of trickery. When she flips the coin of whimsy into the air, she gains incredible speed that lets her travel anywhere in an instant. Just like how she clearly had no intention of lingering here for even a second longer. We can only depend on ourselves for the rest of the way.
Don't worry. Mem's here to help.
¿Pagaste la tarifa?
I don't think I even meet the height requirement for the ticket, so I won't need one, right?
Cypher con cara,
This is Styxia,
la rosadita no
the
pagó.
city of dragons and waves. Anaxa hypothesizes that the missing Thanatos is somewhere in these ruins.
Creo que también no merece un screenshot de esta toma. Teclas incorrectas.
This is the land of their birth.
O de ambas.
Or perhaps of their death. Anaxa had used a secret alchemical art to temporarily fuse his soul with Circe's and Kephali. And when he was on the verge of death, he was pulled by Thanatos and caught a glimpse of the flowing river of souls.
Dice Souls y esto es Stygia, vaya.
This alchemy, considered a sacrilegious act, might actually make the souls of mortals and titans attract
No
each
las vas a
other.
dar tú, ¿verdad?
Even though Thanatos has been missing for 1,000 years, and even their followers haven't been able to find them. Perhaps that special attraction could summon them here.
Oh, so are we going to use that philosopher's stone to conjure the
Esto es
titan?
Fullmetal Alchemist.
I guess that's the only way. The only leads we have now are the name of this city and the fairy tale about the dragon.
Thanatos is even more mysterious than I am.
No lo creo, es bastante misterioso.
Indeed. Even one as erudite as Anaxa could only point us to this place, and no further. We will be entering the unknown as soon as we take our first steps. But that won't be the first time in my long journeys. I believe that, rather than standing still, taking action is by far the better option. Perhaps fate might take pity on us today and show some compassion.
Eso significa que... Vaya, he clicado cada. No sé por qué se va teniendo ahorita con teclado. Terminamos. Hicimos 3 en 2 horas. Me parece bastante bien. Y nos faltan 4. Durante el siguiente directo, si nos va muy bien, en 2 directos más terminamos la versión 3.2. Está bastante bien, ¿verdad? Hay que ponerme un resumen de eso. Pero vamos a dejar por aquí. No, era aquí. $118. Capaz si hoy puedo llegar a 119 si puedo hacer unas cosillas. Bueno, 120 más bien. Sí, lo vamos a dejar por aquí. Ok. Sí, vamos a dejarla por aquí. El siguiente directo creo que va a ser el lunes. Sino que el martes. El martes sí es seguro, sí o sí. No más que sería como en la noche, ¿verdad? El martes en la mañana, que es cuando hago los directos. Sí, el martes en la mañana que cuando hago los directos. ¿No hay gente? ¿Hay aquí? Vaya. Me cuenta, me salió. Vaya. Bueno, sí, el martes en la mañana voy a hacer un directo durante Honkai Impact 3 porque hay que terminar el evento de Año Nuevo de Mexicana. No sé si era en la noche, porque en la noche no estoy preocupado generalmente. Pero lo que sí es que si no hago directo en la noche para hacer las tiradas por Silverboard el miércoles, voy a ver si no hago rápido un directo para hacer las tiradas. Pero si no, sí o sí, el miércoles hacemos las tiradas de Silverboard y seguimos con Amphoreus. Probablemente, no sé qué tanto. Sí, probablemente sigamos con Amphoreus. Si no, hago las tiradas de Silverboard y le damos al evento de Honkai Impact 3. Porque ya me quedan menos. Bueno, todavía me quedan como 2 semanas. Pero vamos a buen ritmo. Pues sí. Martes y miércoles de la siguiente semana probablemente sí va a haber directo. El martes va a ser Honkai Impact 3, eso sí. Miércoles probablemente sea o Honkai Star Rail o Honkai Impact 3. Jueves no sé, probablemente sí habrá. Probablemente sí habrá un directo el jueves. Si no, el viernes ya habrá un directo. Sí, no estoy muy seguro, pero el jueves debería de haber. Sí. Probablemente. Debería de. Pero bueno, sí, el martes sí va a haber. El martes, miércoles sí va a haber. Gracias por acompañarme. Bueno, creo que hay gente que no sé. Pero bueno. Entonces, si alguien está viendo el bot en un futuro, cuando tenga 100 suscriptores, ajá. No lo creo. Bueno, si alguien ve el bot en un futuro, gracias por acompañarme, gracias por el bot. Y nos veremos en la siguiente. No sé, si estás viendo el bot y llegaste hasta aquí, comenta Parangaragutirimecuaro. Simplemente escribe en los comentarios Parangaragutirimecuaro si llegaste hasta aquí. Sí, nos vemos en la siguiente. Chao.